Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Sales English by English Superior. I'm Ben English, and today we're looking at sales best practices. So, best practices are kind of habits or routinely things that you do on a day-to-day basis in order to get the most results, basically. So, we talked about smiling. Smiling's really important, and a caring welcome, a warm and caring welcome. Yeah. So use the client's name when they come in. If you don't know it, well, then you can ask them. People love hearing their own name. So if you use their name, they're just going to like you basically more. You're going to set yourself out as well from the competition because maybe the competition's not using their names. So immediately you're building rapport. So you're building a relationship. So like we spoke, if they love you and they trust you, then they're going to probably most likely buy from you. They just got to love the company too. So the other thing is, yeah, so you say hi, you can introduce yourself, right? So hi, I'm Ben, I'm Bob, I'm James, or whoever. Welcome to and your company. So welcome to your company. So what you can ask them is, what's your name and how may I help you? Okay, and remember to write down their name. If you're not very good at remembering names, just have a pen next to your hat, and take a second to write down their name. It's going to be really good for you to have that name in front of you, um, in persuading them, in making the sale. So let's have a bit of a brainstorm now. The best practices, okay? Qualities of a great salesperson, basically. So best practices or qualities. These are the best things that you can do. Yeah. So we're going to go over them. So the first one is looking professional. Okay. If you look smart, you feel smart. So there's a kind of an internal psychological thing going on there. Whereas you look good, so your esteem is good. Yeah, you look great, so you feel great, and therefore you feel great. You're going to obviously be a kind of a better person. You're going to have higher self-esteem. You're going to be more confident. You're going to be happier, and therefore you're going to probably be a better salesman. You obviously need great communication skills, so you need to be persuasive. Okay, you need to be argumentative in the essence that you're organized. You've got an organized argument. You also need to have a great list of adjectives and describing verbs, or sorry, describing words, so that you can sell the emotional aspect of the product or the service. So it's amazing, beautiful, marvelous, wonderful. All that kind of imagery will help you to sell on the emotional sale. In terms of the logical sale, yeah, you want to have you should do A, B, C, not go from A to C to Z to E to F. There's no logic in that. So great communication skills. Obviously, the more languages you speak as well, then basically you're opening yourself up to a greater market, more opportunities. So languages are a great one, and obviously the level of your language skills are important because the better you are, the more professional you seem, and you've got to see how you represent the company. So the better you are, the more professional looking, the better your speaking is, then in a sense that's a mirror, or that's a kind of a metaphor for the product or service. So your representation of that. So the better you are at doing these things, at looking good, or having great communication skills, then the easier it will be for you to sell. Okay, so you also want to remain formal and elegant, okay, during the initial contact. Yeah, remember, so there are formalities involved. And when I mean elegant, as in, again, looking, but also elegant in your movements and not having kind of rash, like weird movements when you're talking to someone. You're going to make them feel uncomfortable. But the first meeting should always be formal and elegant. If you get to know them, you can start to become more informal, but that takes you knowing more about them in order to adjust. But usually the first meeting, the first encounter is certainly the most formal. You can make it a little bit more informal as you get to know your client. Respect is of course important. Treat others like you would like to be treated. Treat everyone the same, whether they're, color of their skin, where they're from, what languages they speak, who they are. You should be treating everyone in the same way. with respect, okay? And please and thank yous go a long way as well. Then finally, well, not finally, so you should also show pride in the company, okay? So you should really love your company that you're working for and kind of radio that out as much as possible. My company's awesome. Look what we did this month. Look what we did that month. If you are not aligned with the mission and the vision of your company and you don't feel that much pride in that company, well, my recommendation is that you change company. Simple as that. You're not working for the right people. That's not going to make you fulfilled in your life if their mission is not really aligned to your mission. So make sure you actually work for a company you want to work for. That's really important. I know that's not always the case, not ideal, but show pride in the company that you're working for. At the very least, they gave you a job, so you should be really grateful for that, and you should be proud to be working, basically, because work is a duty of everyone. Like, we all have to work. We're serving others. We're part of a society. We're not living on our own. We need to contribute in some aspect, and so that's why we work. We don't work necessarily for money. We work for learning. We work to be connected to other people. We work to get out of the house. We work to learn new things. So if you're getting those experiences from your company, then you should be grateful and certainly show pride in it. Friendly body language and lots of smiling. Like I said, smiling when they say hello, smiling when you say goodbye, and you can fake the smile, but it comes naturally. Just make sure it comes from the eyes and not just a stale smile from the mouth. It's not going to be very convincing, but a friendly body language. So you're not going to be closing your arms. Yeah, you don't want to be leaning on the counter when you're giving information, head in hand, like you don't care, sleeping, like this kind of thing. You need to be constantly, back straight, shoulders down, relaxed, arms open, sort of thing, open. So that will help you to become more friendly and, soft gestures as well, nothing erratic. Another thing is positive attitude to work. Okay, so giving your all, the 110% is really important. If you have a positive attitude to work, you're likely to actually, you're going to feel positive, but your peers around you will feel that positivity, and it has this kind of exponential effect on everyone around you. So if you're a positive hub, then everyone around you is going to start to feel that positivity too. And that positivity comes internally, like knowing yourself, knowing your purpose, knowing your mission, knowing how that relates to the company you're working for, and how your ability to serve and help them. Okay, and finally, no distractions. Yeah, so none of this looking at my phone. Oh, okay, hold on a second whilst I just check my Facebook. Yeah, that's not going to get you any trust or respect from your clients. So definitely put your phones away when you're at work. You're supposed to be focusing on one thing. If you want to focus, or if you can't focus very well, then I would suggest doing breathing exercises. So doing maybe 10 or 15 breaths. Okay, that's going to help you to kind of bring your mind back to doing one task. Okay, and that's what we need to do. Every time we split tasks, we start doing one thing and then another thing. Essentially, we're losing energy. So the best thing to do is to focus on one single task until it's complete, have our total attention on that task, and that way you're going to complete it with using less energy. It's going to be more efficient, and obviously your client is going to appreciate that. So those are the best practices. Boom. I'll see you in the next one. And if you've got any stories or any other comments or suggestions, I'd love to hear them in the comments below. See ya.